to Rainbow Magic Fairy Book Club, and today we will be reading 2 more chapters from Carla, the School Fairy. Spelling silliness. An announcement came over the loudspeaker. The spelling bee will begin in 5 minutes. All contestants, please go to the stage. Oh, cried Rachel, I have to go. Don't worry, Rachel, said Christy with a determined look on her face. Join your team. Carla and I will sit in the audience and keep our eyes open for Jack Frost and his goblins. Great idea, agreed Carla, fluttering to Christy's pocket. Oh, and I actually just noticed we have a U. Again, we have a U. And we actually have T, so T-U. What could that spell so far? Well, so far nothing, but let's get some more letters and we'll find out. Great idea, agreed Carla, fluttering to Christy's pocket. Good luck, Rachel. Rachel headed to the stage. The teams were sitting behind the desks on the stage. A large, heavy curtain shielded them from the audience. Rachel could tell immediately that something was wrong. Instead of preparing for the competition, Adam was sighing loudly and tearing pages out of his notebook. Amina had her feet up on the desk and was playing her music out loud. Allie was sitting on the desk looking absolutely bored. Rachel glanced around the stage to see if there was any sign of the blue satchel. She noticed that the other teams were also acting very strangely. The students from Weatherbury were arguing. Half of the team from St. Martin's was missing, and 2 of the students from the main school were asleep under their desks. Okay, now this is strange, what they just said. Sleeping under their desks? Oh, wow. Okay. Just then, 2 judges came onto the stage. A woman with curly gray hair and a short man with a large beard. Okay, here, I'm going to show you that picture, Okay? His large beard and her absolutely poofy, puffy, curly, gray hair. They looked flustered. Where on earth can he be? Rachel overheard a female judge saying, I have no idea, muttered the bearded judge. We'll have to start without him. It's a good thing that we always have a copy of the questions. Otherwise, we would have had to cancel the spelling bee competition. Okay, everyone, called the curly-haired judge. It's time to begin. The curtain is about to be pulled back. Everyone in their places, please. With a lot of grumbling, the teams reluctantly sat behind their desks. A moment later, the curtain was pulled back, revealing the audience. Welcome to Tippington Town Hall and the school spelling bee, said the bearded judge. We will begin with the spelling playoff. Each time, each team will take turns spelling words from this list. He pulled a piece of paper out of his pocket, but Rachel could see that it was totally blank. "Oh dear," mumbled the judge. "Never mind. I know that list. I know that list like the back of my hand. St. Martin's, your word to spell is zoo." And this is St. Martin's School. So, I don't know if you know this, but just to give a heads up, this is how you spell zoo. C-O-O. So that's a pretty easy word, so most of you should know that word. From the audience, Christy and Carla could see the St. Martin's team looking very confused. "Is it Z-U-U-U?" replied a small boy with thick wavy hair. "Yes, that is correct." Wait, it said, "Is it zoo?" And they spelled it then U slash. Okay, so Z/U/U/U. Yes, that is correct. 100 points to St. Martin, said the female judge. "Excellent spelling." "Oh no," whispered Carla, shaking her head. "That isn't how you spell zoo. Because my magic satchel is missing, the teams have forgotten how to spell, and the judges don't know either. This is a disaster." Back on the stage, it was Tippington School's turn. "Your word is very simple," said the judge. Your word is very simple, said the judge. "It is superralifragilisticus. Okay, this is a fake word. It is, right? She said that word is very simple. I'm going to spell it to you guys real quick. Okay, it's SUPERCALIFRAGILIDOCIOUS. But that isn't a real word, cried Rachel. "No complaining." The judge frowned. "Your team has lost 1,000 points. Weatherbury, you're next." "That's so unfair," cried Christy from the audience. Come on, Carla. We have to do something. Let's head straight to the stage." Suddenly, they heard a commotion. Then a tall figure strode the stage. "Here I am, King Spellmaster, ruler of all, who's spelling everyone else in the whole world," cried the figure, sitting down on a large orange chair. He was wearing a suit that was too short for him and a giant cloak which looked like it had been made from one of the stage curtains. Enormous sunglasses covered most of his face. "I think this is Jack Frost, you guys. Look, do you see his beard? I think that Jack Frost was Goblin for sure. Cause I don't know who else would dress like that in this book." As Christy and Carla got closer to the stage, Christy found, "That's funny. He looks different from earlier." Carla popped out of Christy's pocket for a closer look and squealed, That's because that isn't the spellmaster. It's Jack Frost. Told you guys, it's Jack Frost. Okay, you guys. I'm on the next book. I'm gonna just see how much. The next chapter. I'm gonna see how much pages it is. Okay, it's 5 pages. This is gonna be the last chapter for today. The suspicious spellmaster. Christy gasped. Carla was white. The suspicious spellmaster. Christy gasped. Carla was right. Jack Frost was on the stage pretending to be the spellmaster. We have to let Rachel know that Jack Frost is here, she whispered to Carla. Let's creep up the side stairs to the stage. I'll turn you into a fairy, suggested Carla. We'll be much smaller and harder to spot. Christy glanced around to make sure that nobody was looking their way. Luckily, the lights were low and the audience was chatting and not paying attention. Christy knew that their lack of concentration was a sign that the satchel wasn't in its rightful fairy owner. They hadn't even noticed that the spellmaster was on stage. Carla waved her wand, and Christy felt herself shrinking to the size of a butterfly with gossamer wings on her back. I love being a fairy, Christy whispered, longing to soar up into the air, but knowing she had to stay out of sight. The two fairies made their way carefully toward the stage, fluttering a few inches above the ground. Attention! Oh, and attention, and also bored is in all caps. Okay. Attention! Everyone on stage jumped at the spellmaster's loud shout. I'm already bored of this silly spelling bee. I have decided to make things much more fun. Each team must answer a question about me. After all, he spoke, I am the spellmaster, and therefore the most important thing about this competition. The team with the best answer gets 1,000,000 points. The question is, what is my favorite word? Get thinking. Jack Frost sat back on his throne, chuckling to himself. The 4 spelling bee teams started chatting, but Rachel was staring at the spellmaster in shock. She had just realized it was Jack Frost. Psst. Psst, Rachel, over here. Glancing toward the wings of the stage, Rachel saw Christy and Carla behind the curtains. Both fairies were pointing at Jack Frost. Rachel nodded to show them that she knew who he really was. She had to find a way to join Christy and Carla so they could work out a plan. She quickly decided what to do. If her team's answer made Jack Frost angry, he was bound to disqualify them. Even though Rachel wanted her school to do well, the spelling bee the most important thing was to return Carla's satchel so that the competition would be fair. I think I know what the spellmaster's favorite word is, she said to her team, whispering the word into their ears. Fine, Allie shrugged. Whatever, muttered Adam. Rachel sighed. She was really impatient to find Carla's satchel so her friends would return to normal. Time is up, shouted Jack Frost. What is my favorite word? You may begin. He stamped over to a girl with curly blonde hair and glasses from the naming school. We thought it might be sunglasses, stammered the girl. Yours are very cool and you're wearing them indoors, so you obviously like them. Said Jack Frost, stroking his beard with his long, icy fingers. That is my very favorite word, but my sunglasses do make me look completely fabulous. He spun around and pointed at Rachel's team. You there. What do you think my favorite word is? Rachel ducked behind Emma. She didn't want Jack Frost to recognize her. She tried to make her voice a little deeper than usual. Oh, I found N. So T-U-N. That could spell ton, maybe? I really don't know, but yeah. Well, sir, we thought it might be. Rachel paused before saying loudly, fairies. Jack Frost stumbled back in Jack, his blue face turning purple with anger. What? That is the most annoying word ever. Your team is disqualified. Rachel and her team quickly left the stage. As they walked past Carla and Christy, the two fairies fluttered behind Rachel's hair. Well done, Rachel. That was a really smart plan, whispered Christy. Thanks. It was really scary, though. Oh, Rachel almost lost her balance as a gang of boys pushed past her and ran onto the stage. Ah, there you are, Jack Frost said to the four boys. Everyone, this is the replacement team from the icy towers. The girls peered out of the stage from behind the curtain. They could hardly believe what they saw. Four goblins wearing baseball caps and odd pieces of school uniforms were standing in front of Jack Frost. One of them was clutching Carla's blue satchel. We're on the next chapter, and I'll read these in a different video. Bye!